This is a SpinoKing Sports presentation. From the marvelous city of Detroit, Michigan, to the inside of the Little Caesars Arena, we welcome you to the debut of the NBA on SpinoKing Sports, as tonight we get ready for the Mavericks and the Pistons.
Welcome fans to 2K Sports Thursday afternoon coverage of the NBA. Our game tonight featuring the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Detroit Pistons here in Little Caesars Arena. I'm Brian Anderson. With us tonight, two great basketball minds, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Also, our reporter, Ali LaForce. And here's a look at some numbers for Bojan Bogdanovic.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
So here's Dallas's starting group. Hardaway Jr. and Finney-Smith make up the forward spots. Manning the backcourt, it'll be Doncic and Dinwiddie. And it's Powell in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for the Pistons, Marvin Bagley is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. Then there's Hayes. And it's Ivy in at the 2 spot. The middle part of the season can present some unique challenges. Grant, how do you maintain your focus as a player?
Well, it can be tough. It can be really challenging because it is such a long season. You ultimately have to keep your eyes on the prize. And of course, veterans know hard work now pays off later. You want to protect your record and start building late season momentum.
Now here's Dinwiddie. From deep, here's Doncic. And the basket's good off the assist from Dinwiddie.
Because opponents have to respect his passing so much, a lot of times the three-pointer is there for Doncic if he wants it.
Here's Ivy. Powell pulls it in. And here's Doncic. Really played well against Golden State in his last game. Outside, Finney-Smith. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Hardaway. The rebound by Stewart. And here's Detroit. It's a 3-point game. Hayes, the pass to Bogdanovic. Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. Dinwiddie against Hayes. Doncic on the wing. And you look at his 33 points a game, a terrific weapon on offense. 4-3. The shot, no good. The Pistons have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Bogdanovic. Pass to Ivy. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Hayes. Hey, expanding his range. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it.
When it comes to Killian Hayes, his playmaking has never been in question, and he's worked hard to turn his jump shot into an asset.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Now here's Dinwiddie. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. That one's good for 2.
When you watch Luka play, you can't forget he's 6'7". He can more than hold his own inside.
You know, with Hayes, it does make a big difference when his jump shot is falling, Smitty.
It does, B.A. He's such a smart distributor. If he's hitting that jumper like you talked about, the D has to respect him more. And that'll open up passing lanes and makes him even more of a dangerous point guard.
The Pistons trailing. Hayes with it. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Pass to Ivy. clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. Hardaway grabs the board. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Inside. Finney Smith's shot is off. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Stewart. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Bogdanovich finds Hayes. Over Dinwiddie. And again, the Pistons missing.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Top of the key. Dallas, no good that time either.
Can't blame them. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Bogdanovich passes to Hayes. Bagley, a screen on Hardaway. With a step back. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
We're talking about guys reading the game. Killian Hayes is taking what the defense gives him.
Pass to Powell. Outside Finney Smith. From outside, off the mark. Pistons shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. Here's Ivy. Doncic with a block. Now Dinwiddie. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the middle. Here's Hardaway. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Hayes, the pass to Bagley. Pass to Ivy. The shot no good, and it's Dallas the other way, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, it seemed like they've got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Detroit calls timeout.
You got no game, Detroit.
And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. McGee, he's checked in for Powell. Wood comes in for Finney Smith. Green's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Bullock in for Luka Doncic. Doncic has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Bay outside. Burks a screen on Green. Green against Bay. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Lets it go from deep. Detroit, no good that time either. The Mavericks leading. And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
And here's Burks. He's averaging about 15 points per game. He's been a solid contributor. There's a screen. Here's Joseph. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
You have to think with this Pistons squad that all eyes are on the future as opposed to the here and now. Young guys focused on reaching their potential.
First free throw is good. So where do you see the ceiling for this younger Pistons team as they continue to grow?
You know, B.A., it's always difficult to predict the limits of a team. But as long as they continue to steadily develop, they could become a unit with playoff potential.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Here's Bullock. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Green for three, and the three-pointer goes.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Hey, from long range, hits the three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Here's Bullock, outside, Green, lets the three fly. Here's McGee. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
On the wing, Burks. There's 1:34 left to play in the first quarter. And down it goes. 2 points.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Dinwiddie passes to Wood. Back to Dinwiddie. Outside, Green. Goes up at the stripe. Dinwiddie, no good.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Pass to Livers. Some solid D from Wood. Green up top. He's covered by Bay. Green against Bay. Second chance shot. And it's laid in by McGee. McGee's got his second basket.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Burks no good. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Bullock, defended by Burks. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Wood. And that one's long.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And so it's Dallas closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. More 2K action in just a moment.
You're watching SpinoKing Thursday Night Basketball.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Dallas.
Right now is their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
And the Pistons with possession here. They trail by 7. We've got Bojan Bogdanovic. Alec Burks is out there with Ivy. Then it's Duran, and it's Stewart in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. Here's Ivy. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Well, Grant, Ivy gets a lot of attention for his scoring, but he can also lock you down at the other end.
Oh, yes, he can, B.A. He's big, active, and athletic, too. A strong on-ball defender as well. He'll also jump passing lanes, causing deflections. He looks to flip turnovers into points.
Basket's good.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Stewart. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Bogdanovic with it. Beyond the arc. Bullock puts it in.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Doncic, right side.
When you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic, he has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
And he knocks down the first one.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
Hayes is checked in for the Pistons. And Dallas with a change here, too. Hardaway's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Ivy. Shot clock at 6. Here's Stewart. Second chance effort. And he lays it in.
Nice play by Stewart. The man wins with effort.
The Mavericks leading. Hardaway with it. He had 22 in the win against Golden State. Here's Doncic. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
The Pistons making a switch here. Bagley's checked in. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
Now here's Bogdanovic. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Bagley. Shoots over Kleba. Bagley, no good. The Mavericks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Now Hardaway. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Doncic outside. Throws it up high.
With elite passing skills and court vision, Doncic is an advanced distributor for his age.
Pass to Bagley. Tries yet again. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
At the line for your Pistons. At the line for 2.
No good on that one. Well, the Pistons front office has said they want to have quality character veterans to help balance their roster, Smitty.
What they're doing, BA, they're building an identity. You need those veteran players to teach the young guys what it takes to be a pro.
Good on the second one.
The size Hayes possesses at his position is unique. He's good at using his physical advantages.
Hardaway, the pass to Doncic. Another one falls for Dallas.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Detroit calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Pistons focusing on improving their scoring. Coach Dwayne Casey said, quote, "This is an offensive league. In today's game, you've got to be able to shoot the 3 because you can't make enough 2s to win. It's tough to defend the 3, so you've got to keep that scoreboard moving." Back to you.
Floor spacing at a premium, Allie. Thank you. And here's Hayes. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Bagley, no good. Here's Hardaway. Doncic outside. Kicks it out to Hardaway for 3. That one no good. And it's Detroit the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
Diallo finds Bagley. Clock at 4. Tipped.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Wow, that's good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
So it's Detroit now. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And Tim Hardaway Jr., a valuable offensive weapon, even if he's a bit of a volume shooter, Grant.
Yeah, BA. I mean, his efficiency has never been a selling point, but he consistently will fill up the box score and always willing to shoot and can create for himself.
Now here's Hayes. Back to Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Watching Hayes, he keeps his eyes up, always looking for a better shot, either for himself or his teammates.
And the Mavericks call time here. For the Pistons, Noel, he's checked in for Bagley. Bay comes in for Stewart. And Joseph is subbed in for Hayes. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. McGee, he's checked in for Powell. Christian Wood comes in for Kleba. Green's checked in for Finney Smith. And it's Dinwiddie in for Luka Doncic. Here's Dallas now. They're on a 15-5 run. Now here's Dinwiddie, guarded closely. Green for three. And no good. Detroit has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Diallo. That shot off the mark. Green with the defensive effort. The Mavericks have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Pass to Hardaway. Now here's Green. Now here's McGee. Covered by Diallo. The jump hook. Offensive rebound. And Nerlens Noel picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. 13 foul.
Wood finds Dinwiddie. McGee a screen. Dinwiddie passes to McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Bay. 11 points for him last game against New York. Excellent D there from Dinwiddie.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside, Green. Three-pointer. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 6 assists now in the game. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of this one.
The Pistons have been in rebuild mode for a while. They've stockpiled a lot of young talent. This is when things should start to come together.
Now here's Bay. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game. Just 5 to shoot. Hauled in by McGee. McGee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. So, Smitty, you think the Pistons are ready to become the bad boys of the league again?
B.A., they're not really that kind of team. They're built more around offensive firepower, not the defense and rebounding that was their trademark in the old days. You see his length, the explosion, making sure of that one.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 1:02 left to play in the half. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Noel, the pass to Bay. And again, the Pistons missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Outside Hardaway. Launches a three. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
There's 37 seconds left in the half. Now here's Diallo. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Knox. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Dallas has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Hardaway with it. Give him 8. Launches it. And they get it back. McGee. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Mavericks on top, running away with it. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West. And if your team is right in the middle of that pack, how does that affect your mindset as a player?
Well, being in the middle means you're good, but not great. And that probably does bother some guys mentally.
I trust Kenny on that. He knows a lot about being good, but not great.
No, I'm only in the middle of pictures, brother.
Now moving on to the game at hand, some challenges in this first half for the Pistons.
And they were gunning a little too much from downtown. They can't afford to become dependent on that shot. They got to compete the consistent way. I like to see them mix it up more in the second half.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Manning the backcourt, it'll be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Hardaway Jr. and Finney-Smith make up the forward spots. And it's Powell in at the 5, roaming the paint. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. Back to Dinwiddie. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Dinwiddie's gotten his first basket of the night.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Now here's Bogdanovic. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Bagley. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
One thing to keep in mind with Marvin Bagley III, he's still so young.
It seems like he's been around forever, B.A., but he was just 19 when he was drafted, the second overall pick in 2018. His averages are great when he plays, so I think we got to give the young fella a little bit of time.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Doncic on the wing. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
We've seen why Doncic is a perennial MVP candidate. He's taken over completely at the offensive end.
Bagley finds Hayes. Back to Bagley. And he banks in the layup. Bagley's got 10.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Doncic on the wing. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Hayes.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Stewart. And he lays it up and in.
This is where you want Isaiah Stewart being aggressive. He's a solid interior scorer.
Up top, Dinwiddie. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Here's Doncic. The Pistons clear it. Outside Bogdanovich. Now Hayes. Pass to Ivy. The 3 is up. Finney Smith pulls it in. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. On the wing, Finney Smith. Dallas again missing. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Bogdanovich on the wing, guarded by Doncic. Outside Bagley, 6 to shoot. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Doncic against Hayes. Doncic passes to Dinwiddie. And here's Doncic. 17 points in the game. Tries to snap the cold streak. Hayes with it. Guarded now by Finney Smith. Pass to Stewart. Now Bogdanovich. Here's Hayes. Bagley sets a screen. Hayes, the pass to Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
And this offensive surge is just what they needed right now.
Now here's Dinwiddie. To the inside, Doncic. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And the Pistons call time here. And Smitty, so often it seems like we make championships the measure of historical greatness. Is enough made of the individual achievements, you think?
Well, it's a team sport. We all want to win, but game recognized game. There's players like Tracy McGrady, Chris Paul, George Gervin, et cetera, et cetera. They haven't won championships, but they are still special.
And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Duran, he's checked in for Bagley. Livers comes in for Stewart. Bay, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Burks in for Hayes. Here's Ivy. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to Duran. No luck on that one. Some solid D from Wood.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And here's Finney-Smith. Here's Bullock. Doncic left side. The second effort. And he lays it up and in. Doncic has got 21.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Now here's Burks. Pass to Livers. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It'll go on Maxi Kleba. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Dallas.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside. Just pounding and grinding down there.
First one falls for him. And the Pistons making a change here. Joseph's checked in. He does not get the second one. Pass to Livers. Here's Joseph. Here's Bay. Wood grabs the board. Wood's got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, and Christian Wood moving here to the Mavs over the summer. Now, the Mavs knew they wanted more size, so they sent a number of players in exchange, but they got a deadly weapon to help them this season.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from his second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go. Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, he certainly gives him a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you. The Mavericks making a switch here. Green is checked in. Here's Bullock, defended by Burks. That one a little long. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. There's a screen. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Wood's got 5 rebounds in the game. Green with the ball. He has 6. Here's Bullock. And there's the call on Christian Wood. That's his first foul. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
McGee, he's checked in for Kleba. The Pistons have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Here's Burks, driving inside. Bullock puts it in.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Pass to Green. Let's go with a 3. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Out to the right wing. Back to Finney-Smith. Fires for three. The shot misses. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
It's an unfortunate part of the game. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
Noel, he's checked in for the Pistons. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at the Pistons, not the start they were hoping for. They're in the bottom half of their conference. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. On the wing, Bay. And he's going for the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Down low. And McGee with the stuff.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass. Set up the alley-oop flush. Bay outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And Saddiq Bey, a 3-and-D wing. And he has the strength to play up at the power forward spot, Grant.
You know, B.A., that power forward spot might be his best position. Not the quick twitch type of athlete, but great physicality for a perimeter player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first.
Boy, it's been great to watch Saddiq Bey improve as a player. He's pulling in more rebounds, finding more buckets, really making the effort to just do more in general.
Knox, he's checked in for Livers. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Teams really want guys like Saddiq Bey, guys with the combination of length and three-point shooting.
43 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Kept alive.
Well, so far, his cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
Burks, again the miss by the Pistons.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Wood left side. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bullock's shot is off. Outside Burks. The 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Mavericks. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Ivy's out there with Hayes. Then there's Sadiq Bey. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Bagley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now Hayes. Here's Ivy. Back to Hayes. And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Wood. Doncic with it. Now Bogdanovic defending. Doncic passes to Wood.
That's just his first turnover of the night. What a steady, efficient game he's played thus far.
And we know the big markets draw free agents. As a player, how different can that experience be from the big city to the smaller market?
Well, we know it's a big difference. And obviously there's been this old adage that big city wins more. But we've had some teams from smaller markets step up and win a championship, like the Milwaukee Bucks.
And this is exactly what they want to see from Ivy this summer. Confidence in his jump shot, the consistency necessary to be successful.
Now here's Dinwiddie for 3, Hardaway. That shot missing.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback.
Wood outside. Detroit with a rebound. Bagley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Doncic against Hayes. Bogdanovic on the wing. Pass to Hayes. 6 on the shot clock. Bagley a screen on Doncic. Hayes misses. For Dallas, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And Bey pulls it down. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Pass to Ivy. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And the jumper from the wing offline. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Dallas again missing. Well, Detroit shooting poorly. Just 30% so far. Bogdanovic finds Bagley. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Bagley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
And Dallas calls time here. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
What an unbelievable offensive performance from him tonight. I mean, it's been crazy fun to watch him just go off. I mean, the defense had no chance. He just kept scoring over and over again.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. Dallas has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Pass to Ivy. Back to Hayes. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Ivy. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Hayes against Doncic. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Hayes. Pass to Stewart. Bagley with it. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. The Mavericks making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in.
First team foul. At the line for your Pistons.
One shot.
Marvin Bagley III. At the line for 1.
Free throw no good for Bagley. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Dinwiddie on the attack. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Pass to Ivy. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Dallas.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. Back to Dinwiddie. To the middle. Here's Powell. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Here's Ivy. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes, as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting, kind of being engaged, but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can.
Good drive by Bojan Bogdanovic. Develop this.
Over Hayes. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has got 14 points now in the second half. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Fades away, and it's Bogdanovich that time on the assist by Hayes.
Smooth and efficient. Bogdanovich is almost automatic from there.
Doncic passes to Powell. Back to Doncic. Here's Finney Smith. Doncic outside. Goes back up. And the bucket is good from Powell in deep. And the Mavericks lead by 21.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Especially when you're this far down, you have to make the most of every sequence.
Here's Ivy.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Back to Bogdanovich. Here's Hayes. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Hayes against Doncic. Pass to Powell. Back to Doncic. Outside Finney-Smith. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Over Bogdanovich. Hardaway, no good.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
It's safe to say they hated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the
On all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Luka Doncic.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Now here's Stewart. Now here's Hayes. Outside Bogdanovich. Three-pointer Stewart. That one is off. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
We step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Team defense goes a long way. Thanks, Luka.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports coverage of the NBA. So long, everyone.
This has been a presentation of SpinoKing Sports, home of the NFL, NHL, NBA, and Major League Baseball.